My man, ALANTEZ FOX, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? It's good to be here.
So tell me about your last fight, man. You back at in the middleweight division, in the game, in the mix. Tell me about that.
It felt real good to be back. Real good. I was really excited. You know, shout out to Dr. Rick Rosa, man. Yeah, he has my arm feeling amazing. I gotta go see him sometime soon. And shout out to my promoters and everything, my advisor, Mike Burrell, man. It just is a hell of a thing, especially to be at BSU and be in front of my home team, in front of my home crowd. Just have everybody cheering for me and the people that were on my team fighting in this car. It was an amazing feeling.
How did it feel to be back? How was the arm? Is it still snappy? You know, the jab, you still feel the power there? Did you feel any issues from the surgery?
I didn't feel any issues. I think it was more of a confidence issue in there, making sure that my shoulder was 100%, you know, ready to go do it. But I think it was. I felt like, you know, I felt like I had a little extra power in there, and might have been just as sharp as it was before I left.
Extra power? You think they done gave you a bionic arm now?
Yeah, something like that. That's what it feels like. I definitely got a bionic arm now.
Well, so did you did it take long to warm up to be back in the ring, or were you already with your foot on the gas on go?
Nah, I felt that year layoff. I felt like well, it wasn't quite a year, but it was almost a year. It was 11 months and a day, you know, and then I just felt my time was a little slow, you know, my punch was a little slow. Everything wasn't as sharp, but it felt good. Like towards the later rounds, I could feel it. I could feel myself getting back to it. And you know, honestly, I feel like I could have stopped dude by the end. I just would have had to change some things up. I need a little bit more time. We did an 8-round fight as opposed to a 10-round fight to come back. With 2 more rounds, I think I could have got that stoppage.
Do you think you need another tune-up fight before you jump back in with the elite fighters at 160?
I think a tune-up fight would be best. Probably be best. I mean, the fighter in me says, yeah, we can go. I go with whoever it is, whenever, wherever, you know. But I think one more fight just to make sure I got all those kinks out is good.
Your last fight before this fight was with DEMETRIUS ANDRADE. That's the actual fight where you hurt your shoulder.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it is.
Would you like a rematch with Andrade?
Of course, for that WBO. And look, it's the revenge would be sweeter because he got a belt now. You know, I get to take my revenge and take a belt. Yeah, I'd be good with that.
Did you see his last fight?
I did.
What were your thoughts on that?
I felt like they put somebody in front of him that he could beat. You know, I felt like he was gonna stop that guy. I felt like he might have, but it goes to show to me that I still feel he's too small for the middleweight division. I think personally, I definitely would stop that guy. He was hitting him with some shots that I know if I hit him with, I probably would have stopped him.
Have there been any talks about a rematch? Has his people reached out to you? Have you reached out to them?
Nah, they probably won't be talking about that. I mean, as I make my way back up in the ranks, they probably definitely won't talk about that. I'm actually number 6 in the WBO, so I mean, a couple fights I could be the mandatory, and that would be amazing to me.
So give me a roadmap for ALANTEZ FOX. Who do you want to fight at the middleweight division within the next 3 years up to a title?
You mean besides Andre? I mean, I only really want to fight the elite, so like Andre, I like to see Dan Jacobs, I like to see the other Charlo brother that's at middleweight. I guess DEMETRIUS, I respect him. I respect him as a fighter. Robert Brandt had a really good fight against Murata. I would love to see Robert Brandt too. I mean, that's a lot of people at the middleweight division that I wouldn't mind fighting, but of course I want to fight the elite all the time.
What do you think about the fight between Derevyanchenko and Danny Jacobs?
To me, it looked like this is how sparring goes. You know what I mean? It looked like they spar, they know each other, and this looked like the older guy, the more experienced guy, the more mature in the ring guy, kind of, so to speak, kind of sunning his younger cohort. You know what I mean? It wasn't to me, I felt like Derevyanchenko was gonna give him a good fight, and it was a good fight. It was a great fight, but it looked like I know you, I know what you have to offer, and it's not gonna beat me. Not in the fight.
Earlier, well, it was last year, I believe, they wanted Andrade to fight Derevyanchenko, but it was stopped by the trainer because he's friends with Andrade and he trained Derevyanchenko. But he allowed Danny Jacobs to fight Deverenchenko, and I mean they're in the same camp. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I don't have any thoughts either way, but it does seem a little weird that he would let Danny Jacobs in the same camp fight him and not really want Andre to fight him. I think Andre Rozier might have said, I think Deverenchenko could beat Andre. I don't want to hurt Andre. That could have been what it was. Or it could be, I think Andre might be too good for him.
A fight with Deverenchenko and Andrade, do you think Deverenchenko hurts him?
Deverenchenko has the power to hurt anybody. So yeah, I think he could hurt him. I mean, Danny Jacobs took some really good shots from that, I mean, with anybody else might not have stood up to. But, I mean, like I said, I still believe Demetrius Andrade is too small for middleweight. So, yeah, Deverenchenko could hurt him.
When you say small, do you mean height, stature, weight?
Weight-wise. Height-wise, he's about the same height as Jared Hurd. He's about 6 feet, 6'1", something like that. But I'm talking about weight-wise. He's too small. Like, when he rehydrates, he goes up to 167. Kind of how, like, Floyd is fighting at 54, but weighing in like 49, 50, and then coming back in the ring maybe 49 to 51. You know what I mean? That's really too small. You gotta make sure you outskill everyone at that weight. I think he's skilled enough to make it, but he's not strong enough to make it with some of the better fighters.
Does he have the punch to stay in that division?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he has the punch to stand in the division either.